Josh Hart, first career triple-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists tonight against Utah. And Donte DiVincenzo, Dante's Inferno with a career-high 9 made threes, 33 points. And the Knicks have now won 8 in a row as they beat Utah 118-103. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios from the Garden. Wow, indeed. Bill Pito along with Wally Szczerbiak. We're going to talk to Josh Hart here in a couple of moments. Alan Hahn will join us as well. All right, January ends now with the Knicks going 14-2, tying the franchise record for the second most wins in a month. And again now, they've won 2 straight without Julius Randle and without OJ Anunoby, and they dominated the Jazz tonight.
Yeah, it was a really impressive effort, especially by Donte DiVincenzo. He came out. The Knicks got off to a little bit of a slow start on a back-to-back. Utah built themselves a little bit of a lead the first 5 minutes of the game, and then you could see him make a few shots, and he showed emotion, and the Garden crowd got fired up after that. You have to lean on your crowd in home back-to-backs. The Knicks are now 17-5 at home. They're defending home court. This is becoming a tough place to come in and play and get a win, and that was just a phenomenal effort by Donte and company.
Last night in Charlotte, the Knicks scored 44 points in the third quarter, best quarter of the year. They were close again tonight. At one point, the Knicks in the third quarter tonight went on a 30-6 run to blow the game wide open.
Yeah, it was, and that's what great teams do. They make adjustments at halftime. In that third quarter, they come out of that halftime locker room and they just step on the other team's throat. And that's exactly what the Knicks did. The ball movement was outstanding. They saw some things they could do to make adjustments defensively that would create some easy baskets. And how about the chemistry between Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Donte DiVincenzo? I mean, those guys play so hard. Their effort is just max on every single possession. And then when you put those 3 on the floor together, it's just such smart basketball. I mean, the turnovers are only 4 turnovers as a team, which is incredible. 5 turnovers as a team. Precious Achiuwa just fitting in perfectly. The trade from the Raptors, he has embraced playing at the world's most famous arena, and I love watching that jump shot. I will tell you, from one jump shooter to another, Donte, that is beautiful to watch that stroke.
Look at the numbers. DiVincenzo 33, Brunson 29, Hartenstein 14 and 12, Achiuwa 18, and Josh Hart with a triple-double. We're now joined by Josh Hart. Josh, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations on your first career triple-double. How have you guys been able now in 2 games to do so well without Julius Randle and OG Anunoby?
Obviously, Tay's been playing amazing, shooting the ball, being aggressive. So obviously, give him credit, give JB credit. But we're doing a lot of little things. We're out rebounding. I hope we out rebounded him today while I say that, but doing a lot of little things, just playing within the flow of the offense, and just kind of, getting stops, playing fast.
How do you have to adjust your game personally when you're in the starting lineup?
It's a little different. I gotta find my shot somewhere somehow, but just try to be aggressive. Just try to be a little bit more of a playmaker and decision maker. I think that's the biggest thing, just kind of being a little more aggressive.
Tell us about the team defense. This team, Utah, has been averaging 128 a game over the last 12, and you hold them way down below that, and you guys keep doing this night after night. How do you guys play such good defense so consistently?
We're able to be aggressive. Obviously, Tay's a ball hawk. Obviously, OG for the most part. Obviously, he didn't play today. Deuce gives good minutes off the bench. Pressure's been playing great. So we've been making them have tough shots, and we're finishing possessions with rebounds. And when we do that, we're able to play in transition, have fun, and kind of play the style that we want to play.
Thanks for stopping by. Congrats. We'll see you on Thursday.
Appreciate it.
All right, so the Knicks 14 wins, tied for the second most wins in a month in franchise history. Of course, the 1990-14 team, Wally, lost to the Spurs and lost to the Rockets in the finals, and the 69 team in November went on to win the title in 1970. So those teams that have won these 14 games in a row have done great things in the postseason. Let us now bring in Alan Hahn from the court. Alan, you call the game tonight on ESPN Radio 98.7 FM. How about Donte DiVincenzo? 22 shots last night, and he matches his career high again tonight. That's one guy that's getting a lot more shots with the injuries to OG and Randle.
And certainly taking advantage of it as well, right? And now you get your backcourt. It gave you 60 points last night, gave you 62 tonight, and it's just the chemistry between those two players, DiVincenzo and Brunson. It's starting to show. And I heard what you guys were talking about, Wally. I'm with you. They just are so smart of a team. It is beautiful to watch because it's not really just one player doing it all. It's the cutting, it's the moving, it's high motor. I thought DiVincenzo, never mind the threes, he and Josh Hart turned it up a notch defensively in that first half. And the two of them playing at a high motor, high pace really got this game going. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but Colin Sexton early in the game got in the face of Jalen Brunson. He was playing him physical and then started jawing with him. It was like the first couple minutes of the game. Next possession, Donte checked him up, shut him down, got the ball, went down, and then drilled a three in his face, and then turned to their bench and had something to say. And from that point forward, it was like the Knicks, if they needed to be woken up in the second game of back-to-back, that woke them up. These Villanova guys, they play hard.
Yeah, definitely. I saw that play, Alan. Colin Sexton gave Brunson a little cheap shot. It was under the basket, on the near side, under the Utah basket, and he hit him. And then back down the other end of the floor, Brunson was kind of jabbing at Sexton, and that's when Donte DiVincenzo jumped in there. But how about the defense, Alan? Yeah. And be honest, were you hoping they were going to keep him under 100?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you guys are putting all these numbers out there. I said you're singing my song, and that's the one song I wanted, is because you know why? They came into this game for the month at 99.9 holding opponents per game in a league where everybody's scoring 140, 150. You know, for the Knicks to hold the team, for hold opponents for a whole month under 100 would have been something, but obviously that number is going to tick up to about 100, but that's still pretty remarkable. But that's one number. The 14 wins in the month is a big number. And how about at home? This is now the start of a homestand, I should say. We're so used to saying road trip. This is the start of a 6-game homestand. We talked about in the pregame, 14 of the next 18 are in this beautiful building. Well, they were 9-1 in the month of January. That ties a franchise record for wins at home in a month. That also says something about what they're doing and establishing here at the Garden, where they're now 17-5.
Alan, it's really remarkable in a way that no matter who Tom Thibodeau puts out there, he's getting production.
Yeah.
Precious Achiuwa now, 18 points, his second game as a starter. He's put together quite a run, and it hasn't mattered here whether he's coming off the bench or in the starting five.
Did you have on your bingo card that Precious Achiuwa would make up some of the offense of Julius Randle's absence? Because if you did, you won tonight. Because who saw that coming? I joked with him. We interviewed him in the postgame or at the end of the game, and I said to him, you know, we keep calling it the OG Anunoby trade. Should we call it the Precious Achiuwa trade as well? And he laughed. He said, no. OG's my guy. He said, I look up to him. It's still the OG trade. But, of course, still, he's now contributing as well. And he just said the offense that he's contributing in this game is mainly stuff that he knows he can do. He said it's about getting confidence from my teammates and the things I can do and can contribute. And we're seeing him start to do that now, just like Donte DiVincenzo getting more FGAs. Well, Precious Achiuwa getting an opportunity to be involved in the offense. And what you're seeing, Wally, is a guy that's not hesitating. And you like to see that because that tells me that there's confidence in him where he says, I can do these things if you give me the opportunity. And he's getting them, and he certainly got it tonight.
Another thing I know you love about Precious Achiuwa is embracing playing here in New York.
Yeah.
You know, he's a New York kid. He comes here to the Garden. I think he is really relishing this opportunity, getting traded to the New York Knicks and being able to play in front of friends and family and play in this building. I'm sure he has a little bit of history of watching games in this building as he was growing up. So that is a big accomplishment for him, and he is just relishing the moment, Alan, and doing a great job.
It's great to see. It is. And it's great to see all the players that are ready to play. And when you go deep to your bench, when you have to see one after another, the guys that can come in and contribute and do what they can. Jericho Sims, again, I thought had good minutes in this game. This was a big front line that the Jazz had, and yet the Knicks were able to out-rebound them, outwork them in the paint, put up a ton of points in the paint. And it's all because, like I said, I really believe, while you mentioned the defense, it all was predicated on them ramping it up defensively, and it turned into a lot of offense going the other way. And once this building got rocking, you just had that feeling this was going to be another win.